All right. Welcome to day one of Boss Beat. We're gonna give this a try and see how it goes. Please take it easy on me if the tech isn't working yet. This is the first try of a multiple stream. Anyhow, enough with that. So there we go. Yes, this is what we're gonna call Boss Beat. It's a latte of leadership for anyone becoming or building better bosses in business. And yes, in case you haven't figured out, Ben likes the letter B. I know that's a little bit cheesy, but hey, they say catchy works, right? Okay, so each day we're going to cover one of the core principles of great bosses, also known as great leadership or servant leadership. You can see them popping up on your screen there. Now, these core principles are based on the concept of the acronym model of servant leadership. They are based on hundreds of attributes by dozens of authors over 2 decades. I've spent studying this, and basically what we found was, shocker, most great leadership authors and practitioners either teach or advocate the same core principles. And those are the 7 principles you just saw: selflessness, empathy, resolve, virtuousness, authenticity, nonpartisanship, and thoroughness. Yes, they all use different terms. Yes, they all use different scenarios, examples, and stories. Some may be more relevant to your workplace than others, but they all teach basically the same thing. So, if you're looking for simple, practical, and actionable ideas, you've come to the right place. We're going to do this every day for a little bit. Try and keeping it very short, or at least fairly brief. I know some platforms require a certain amount of minutes and yada, yada, yada. The point is we're going to keep it practical and actionable for you. No bull, none of that big pie in the sky theory stuff. So let's get started. Day one. Because we're going to do it by each day, because nicely enough, there's 7 core principles, 7 days in a week. Tuesday is the day that we cover resolve. Now, if we look at resolve on the website, if you want to know how to find this, if you go out to modernservantleader.com and go under resources, the very first link is the leadership map. That is all those hundreds of different attributes by all the different great leadership authors: John Maxwell, Dale Carnegie, Max Dupree, all the classics over time, and great examples of practitioners like Amelia Earhart and kings and presidents, and whatever your interest. There's all kinds of different practitioners and examples we've used. We've mapped them all back to those same 7 core principles, and you can get to it here again, modernservantleader.com. Go to resources and leadership map, or you can just type in modernservantleader.com/map. Okay, so we're here today, Tuesday. We're going to talk about resolve, or as the website, we've got it filtered by the term resolute. And if you just type in resolute, you can see it automatically filters it. I came down here and I really liked today, this throw down a challenge. That was from Dale Carnegie in his classic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I often say is one of the best books actually for empathy. A lot of what that book talks about is the principle of empathy, but today we're going to focus on being resolute or resolve. And that means that specifically we're going to pull up, lost my thing there. There we go. Practical and actionable. Today's Tuesday, resolve. So, resolve. What did Dale Carnegie say? He said, throw down a challenge. It's one of the classic quotes in the book. He talks about throwing down challenges for your employees, for your partners. Put down a good challenge to motivate them. So, what are we going to talk about today? We want you to think about what is your builder opportunity as you build your boss skills, as you build your leadership skills. Who can you motivate with a challenge? Who can you find that might just need that little extra oomph, and you can give them a good challenge that will motivate them and excite them and energize them? What are some good challenges? Some good challenges might be, hey, I know that we hit a certain sales number, we said by the end of the quarter. What if we did it by the end of the month? Or what's another good challenge? If you're in technology, we've got 100 tickets closed this week, and if we can get to 125 by the end of the week, we will have closed more tickets than we ever closed in the history of the IT service desk at this company. These are good challenges, and they are more motivational than just saying, your weekly goal is this, your weekly goal is that. How can you set a lofty goal, something that is a challenge for your people? That's your challenge today. That is your challenge today. That is your opportunity to help you be a better boss or help your team build better bosses. And what are you going to do about it? That's your plan for today. Try and figure out how you can create a challenge for motivation. Now, if you are interested in this type of content, you like that actionable and practical advice, I think you'll probably like some of my courses. Check them out at virtualleadershipprograms.com. I'm Ben Lichten-Wallner from Modern Servant Leader and Radiant Force. Thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed this very first episode of The Boss Beat.